Well, Starfleet Academy. I know, it's a bit of a heavy Starfleet Academy day, but the Nielsen ratings are out again. We're behind on the Nielsen ratings, i.e., they always come a few weeks after a show has premiered. So, I've done a video once on this, and it's fascinating that they still haven't appeared in the chart. Now, that matters because when you release a show and the Nielsen ratings and how they calculate it, it's total. So the more episodes, the higher the percentage chance of it appearing on the Nielsen ratings. So if this never charts at all, fundamentally it is a horrendous failure. Because they total it's basically just a calculation on total minutes watched. So the more episodes there are, the more chance of minutes being watched. That's it. So, second week in a row, not charting at all, is a catastrophe for Paramount. Not for me, I don't care. But it is a catastrophe. And I mean, I do care. Like, I say I don't care. I'm not invested in this. I.e., you know, I'd like good things to watch, not garbage. It's painful to watch garbage. And this is just absolute garbage. So, let's take a look. I wanted to talk about it. And I will be doing this every single time there is a new Nielsen's chart. Because it's fascinating to me. It's truly fascinating. I mean, let's take a look at this person, for instance, right? This is the Jem'Hadar Klingon hybrid thing, right? They really, actually spent quite a long time on a lot of stuff for this show. Look at the zip. What's that? Notice anything on the zip there? That, good guys, is in the same shape as the comm badge, right? It's that very reminiscent insignia. So that they will go so far as to try to do details like zips, but they will just fail at writing. But what are you doing? Anyway, so I just spotted that and I thought it was funny. I.e., like you'd go so far as to detail the zip, but you just can't write a good show. Like, what is the world coming to? Anyway, whatever. So the latest Starfleet Academy Nielsen ratings are pretty bad. They're pretty bad. So it didn't appear in Nielsen's top 10 streaming for a second week in a row. So, numbers. Nielsen's weekly streaming charts rank shows by total minutes viewed, like I said. For the week of January 19th to the 25th, the number 10 original series was Netflix's The Upshaw's, logged 416 million minutes watched. Effectively, that is the minimum threshold needed to appear on the list. And you can see that here, right? I mean, I've never even heard... What is The Upshaw? I've never heard of that. I heard Bridgerton. I've never heard of The Upshaws. That's completely new to me. So, roughly 197 minutes of total runtime across its available episodes, Starfleet Academy would have needed in the neighbourhood of about 2 million views to break into the top 10. Just 2 million views and it can't get that. That is bad, guys. That is biblically apocalyptic in terms of its viewer base now. So 2 weeks into release, the show cannot get on the Nielsen's. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. And Nielsen isn't like the be-all and end-all, but it's a really good gauge. It's a really good gauge. Really good gauge. And as they say, this Paramount Plus has leaned heavily on established intellectual property to drive subscriber engagement, particularly within the Alex Kurtzman era Star Trek slate. Just stop doing it. I've said this. I said this in the video I made previously today. And it's not that the audiences have franchise fatigue. They've got Alex Kurtzman fatigue. They've had the same style of Star Trek, which they never liked. No one has ever liked that style of Star Trek. They've never liked it. They've had that for years now. It must be going on nearly a decade, surely. Like, it's got to be nearly a decade. Nearly. Not 100%, but is it nearly? Bloody long time. And the funny thing is you can compare, for Paramount Plus, you can compare it like for like, right? Landman. Paramount Plus. Oh, there you go. Well, that's a winner for them then. Tulsa King. Well, that's a winner for them then. Brilliant. So, Taylor Sheridan, although he's leaving Paramount, he was a winner. Those properties were winners. Whereas Star Trek is just a losing game at this point. They spend like 8 million an episode on this as well, remember? Like 8 to 8.5 million an episode. Like, what are you doing? It's crazy. And the article says this: that simply carrying the Star Trek label is no longer a guarantee of strong week one engagement. Now that's true because of Alex Kurtzman fatigue. Remember, the trailers were coming out for this and no one was watching them. No one was watching the trailers. And no one was watching them because they don't care about the property now under Kurtzman. That's the thing. That's it. I mean, look at the state of this. What are we doing here? So, never appeared on Nielsen ratings. I wonder if it ever will. Because remember, it only needed 2 million. Only needed 2 million views to break onto the Nielsen charts. I can't even get that. You've only got to get a few people to be like, yep, cool. I've watched episode 1. I like that. I'm going to keep watching now. Not a few, obviously a lot. But it's not that difficult. The more episodes that come out, the higher the chance of it appearing on the Nielsen's. I mean, you can see, like, Stranger Things, 42 episodes. There you go. That's why it's there. Right, that does help a lot. Because people will go back and watch the other stuff on the lead up to the most recent one. Fallout, 14 episodes, right? 2 seasons. So it does matter. It does help. I don't think this is ever... And I could be wrong. It may appear next week. But I honestly don't think it's ever going to appear on the Nielsen charts. I think it's genuinely... I think it's dead. I think Star Trek is dead. I think Kurtzman killed Star Trek. I think that's going to be the title of the video. Star Trek is dead. Kurtzman killed it. Or something like that. But anyway, there you go. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop it down below. Bye-bye now.